Hello everyone, welcome back to Shane Plays Spirit Island. Um, Last episode was rough. If you missed it, it turns out I'm a little rusty. Sweden is very hard with the spirit that I play, and we'll mostly leave it at that. Uh, don't know if that was a bug that honestly saved me, um, or just an effect that I missed. There was a lot of effects going off all at once, so anyway, here we are back against good old straightforward Brandenburg-Prussia. As per last time, they've got their stage 2 escalation, and they also now at level 1 get an extra piece on the board from the start. But that's it. I expect them to be a lot more tame than Sweden, honestly. At level 1, even though they're technically the same difficulty. I think that with my spirit, we're gonna have an easier time with Prussia than we did with Sweden. All right, so here's what I'm seeing here. Definitely a solid manifest location here. A solid ambush location here. I guess let's do that. So, in order to accomplish that, ambush requires range 1, so we do have to put this here, which means that the ambush, manifest is not going to be as strong as we would like, but should still be good. Alright, manifest, ambush. Ambush. Yes, my bad. Alright, we do have gather, which could get us... Yeah, I think that can get us the rest of the way there for a solid everything. Cool. So, gather, put that in there, kill that guy, rebuild the sands foolishly, not knowing that I've already planned the warpath that will defeat them. We gather the warriors here, bringing this guy, and I guess you can come too. And then we send this over here. I come with it. And then we destroy everything. And it's lovely. Got our first fear card. Everything's going very smoothly. We don't need words of warning, but we have it anyway. I'm starting to think the turn 2 reclaim is actually pretty decent. Like, if I add presence, all I get to do is Voice of Thunder, and Words of Warning. Words of Warning does literally nothing because I killed everything, and it triggers Gather the Warriors, so I can do a lot of movement and or some movement and some fear, but otherwise I'm not really doing a lot, when instead I could be a lot more proactive. It does get me these pieces off my board. Okay, so if I did reclaim, I'd get 2 new powers. I'd get these 2 cards back, both of which are going to be too expensive to play because I'll only have 1 power. Probably with my 1 power, I could still play one of the cards I got, which might do more for me. It might have something that can deal with this guy so that he doesn't build. And I would love for him not to build, and then I can Voice of Thunder in here or something. You know what? Let's go for it. It's weird. We're getting weird. So, some classic choices here. Removing Blight from Sand and Mountain does us no good at the moment. So Purifying Flame isn't really what we're looking for, even though it is the only one here with air. Defend 10 or defend 3 with Fear. Always solid choices. Might be good for next turn, not going to do me any good this turn. Voracious Growth could kill the building this guy's about to make. Oh no, it can only target jungles and wetlands. So it could kill this building. But I don't know if that's worth it. So this works in mountains and jungles. And mountains are definitely a place I'm going to need to defend soon. So I think this is the one we want. Plus, as we learned last game, Fear is a very solid tool. Sometimes you win the game because of it. Not liking this flop at all, initially. Only one fast card, and all it does is give me a bit of energy, which is nice, don't get me wrong. None of the cards have air. Call to Bloodshed certainly plays into my strengths, but it is slow. Call of the Han Ways is fantastic, and is a good way to add Dahan to the board while also removing invaders. So it's hard to turn down. I mean, that's neat. It would certainly let me remove this blight. But other than that, doesn't have a lot of utility. I think it's hard to turn down adding more Dahan and removing potentially towns if I play my cards right. So that leaves the question of what do we do this turn. Certainly we play our 0 because we've got 2 card plays and we've only got 1 power. So out of the rest of these ones, I know we're moving in the slow phase. We certainly can't use any of this stuff in the fast phase yet. Animal would be nice, and we don't need defense this turn anyway, so that is for next turn. This combos well with this, so I might be tempted to save that as well. Oh, but Words of Warning is defense. So, what the heck. Let's just turn someone into a Dahan. And that seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to do with turn 2. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. That guy got scared, is what happened there, essentially. I did not turn down the speed at which it shows those cards, as I said I would. So yes, each player removes 1 explorer from an inland land. There was only 1 inland land with an explorer at the time that card appeared, so everything's cool. Alright, we have a pretty obvious Call of the Dahan Ways target, since we're right here and this guy just showed up, and we don't want him to build anything. So let's just do that. At that point, we have a pretty high priority of shuffling down this way, but we would love to destroy this town on our way through if we can. So this is our biggest priority. We want to defend there. Between these 2 cards, we can fully defend there. So let's get enough people in there that it'll be a good defense. So I think Voice of Thunder is definitely a push 3 guys this turn. Okay. Then Gather the Warriors, we can use to... it's only 1 and 1, sadly. So we can get someone here. Can't get more than 1 there yet, but 1 is something. And it gets that there, so we can be at range 1. So let's just chill up there for now. Okay. Thankfully, I don't need to reclaim this time, because I am all set. I do need more energy, but with a double presence add, I can get the energy level I need to be at. So, what we probably want is 1 here and 1 here, so that we've got presence in all the places we have Dahan. As discussed, we need technically both of these. We could supplement with Sudden Ambush, but it's more expensive, so we really can't. Finish cards. We toss this here. We toss this here. We defend the heck out of there, generate all sorts of fear. It's great. Okay, so Prussia, on this gauge to escalation, is going to add a town to a land that doesn't have towns. I think we want to add that as deep into the coast as we can, so we will stick it here. Yep. Okay. So, the Warriors is 2 people now. But I think we maybe only want 1 more. Well, okay. So we can sudden ambush here. We can next turn manifest here. Oh, they're going to Ravage first. Oof. We're probably going to need a reclaim there. Getting this Ravage and build card the same has some interesting implications. So we actually don't need to sudden ambush here, because the Ravage will happen first. As long as we leave 1 guy there, he'll kill the Explorer and everything's fine. Here, though, it's about to double blight, so we definitely need to reclaim next turn and do something about that. Because sudden ambush and manifest don't prevent more blight. Okay, so let's gather the Warriors, take 1 here, and not push. Because we want to leave this here for when we finally have the elements for leading the Furious Assault. And we can take this down, and that'll be lovely. We're actually getting, like, really good control over the board right now, which I like. Okay. Let's see what powers we're getting. Keeping in mind, we're only going to have 2 energy to deal with. We can Words of Warning here, which blocks enough damage that it doesn't take blight. So we're actually already set here. We'd like to get more people there, but we don't need it. Call to Tend is very flexible. It actually removes this blight that's already there, which is lovely. And then in later turns, we could use the push. As usual, I'm immediately drawn to Delusions of Danger for the prevention of building, which doesn't help this turn, but is vastly useful next turn or future turns. Also gets us Fear, which is always lovely. And it's really hard to turn down that air. Like most turns, I still want to be playing all air. Maybe not right away. Maybe I could take a turn to tend now, and then later trade this in for a major power. God, but Delusions of Danger. Tough. Yeah. You know what? Call the 10. I don't take light removal as often as I should, and that one's super nice because it's also a helpful card when it's not removing light. So I'm taking it. Alright. Next card, which means that last card is now locked in. Alright, we can immediately rule out like that card's slow and doesn't have my elements. This card is better in multiplayer. So we're pretty much drawn to these two. This one's always great, because you can just shove a bunch of people out, and it has an alternate use, and it has all elements we need. This one is also flexible. God, they're both 0 cost too. I think this one gives me more flexibility because it could take care of a place that has a lot of explorers and towns. So let's pick up that. Okay. I love that we finally have some 0 cost stuff in the mix. Besides our starting one, we now have another one. As previously mentioned, we need to defend here. We could do it with Dark Intent of the Woods or Words of Warning, and either one will get the job done. Dark Intent of the Woods has the advantage of being fear-driven, and it also only works in jungles and mountains. So let's use that while we still have that going. Alternatively, if we were to rethink this, yeah, we're not going to be able to lead the Furious Assault. We just don't have light and fire on any cards that aren't manifest. So I think we're going to need to wait for a manifest turn to kill off this town. Alright, so Dark Entangled Woods is taking care of this situation. What do we want to do with everything else in our hand? I think Call to Tend is probably our best bet. At that point, we do still get Gather the Warriors, although only one warrior, but that's fine. And there's just not that many threats on the board right now, which is a nice change of pace from last game. Alright, finish playing cards. Dark Entangle here. Fear card is removing a explorer or town from a land where it is the only invader. Well, I guess we didn't need to wait for a Lead the Furious Assault after all, because this guy just ran away. He got scared. Who can blame him? I'm terrifying. Let's get this. It is Terror level 2. And there's a... well, okay, now there's 2. There are 2 towns on the board. And one of them we can pretty much guaranteed kill next turn. So we should really focus on killing this, because we could just win that way. Let's do that Call to Tend as intended. Just get those extra points. And then we need to think about this. So leaving this guy here allows me to, during the Ravage phase, defend 3 here again and kill off that town. They're planning to build in the coast. So if I were to ambush here and get off a good manifest here. Oh, but then there's here. maybe, maybe... Call to Isolation. I have now listed 3 cards. I can theoretically play 3 cards next turn, but if I do, I only have 2 power, so one of them can't be Manifest. Okay. Yeah, let's plan next turn. Because this seems like close to a win con. So if we were to call to Isolation one of these 2 guys, probably this one because we're already here, so that's easy enough. He isolates, so a town and a city are built. Yeah, I don't think I can win next turn without a Manifest. Because of them building the city here. Unless I could find a way to... Okay, well here's an idea. No, it still doesn't win next turn. But I can definitely move a guy up here now. Oh, in fact, these guys aren't doing shit right now. Okay, so Gather the Warriors is going to be... Is it push or pull? Gather. Okay, so we're gathering into here, grabbing this guy, bringing this. Okay. So the cool thing is, I can scare this guy down here, and then I can ambush here, and in the fast phase, I have now eliminated both of these things with a single point of power. I won't be able to play a 3rd card that way, so Manifest is not on the table. I need Words of Warning down here. Ugh. Ah. Okay. That's 3 power. I can't have 3 power and 3 card plays this turn, no matter what I do. It's just not happening. Okay. So, I think at that point we leave out the sudden ambush, because it's the most expensive and the least important. That means they'll be building a city here and a town here. Or call to Isolation down here. That's interesting. What if we back up? Call to Isolation. It's per guy. I don't think I can get 2 down there in the fast phase. I think I could. Yeah, I could prevent the city building. But all it would do would make this place horrible. Yeah, it's just not happening. Okay. So what does that mean? I think it means we add 2 presents. Because getting presents on the board is always good. So let's add 1 back here to catch this guy, since he hasn't... he's getting left behind. And then 1 here. I think. Let's undo that and place the second one here. So like that 1-to-1 ratio. So I can just travel with them. Okay. So I've got 3 card plays, but only 2 power. Call to Isolation, definitely in. Words of Warning, definitely in. I guess we could Call of the Dahan Ways. That gets us another Dahan. Yeah, that seems really good, actually. let's do that. We're definitely working on improving our score here, and we've got things really under control. They're not going to be able to explore much out this way. I think this is going well. Let's roll with it. Okay, so we warn here. We isolate here. We push you down here. Just gather everyone together. Alright, we're defending more than we expected, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, and then they have to add another town. So if we add it here, they get 2 new Explorer accesses. If we add it here, they get 2 new Explorer accesses. So it's kind of the same. We can look at the cards and see that they've already explored jungle and sand. They're gonna get. So the next one could be wetland or mountain, and we have no way of knowing which one it is. But we have more pieces up this way, so I guess we'll put it here. Was that a mistake? Oh no, we can just turn that into a Dahan. Oh, that's lovely. No, we can't, because we don't have an extra moon. Okay. What do we undo? And think about this harder. I think here is better, because they're going to ravage there next turn. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of ravages to manage, so I should really do that. Okay. I think I have little doubt that I want to call the Dahan Ways on the coast. And then, the problem is I need to defend. So I probably need to do a reclaim, which means I can't manifest, which makes me sad. I guess we could just fight here. Like, it's gonna suck, but it's not the worst. And maybe I'll get a fear card that makes it even better. Yeah, I think we might be okay with it. And then we don't have to reclaim. Alright. This is gonna get a little bit crazy, but I did remove a blight earlier. Where does this work? Anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I can remove this later if I so desire. Okay. We're gonna gather this guy because he still feels left behind. And then we're gonna push on down this way. Cool. Okay. So. I think there's no doubt that we take this. Oh, we can get to reclaim 1. That might change a lot. Let's figure that out. I think it's the right move regardless. Let's put some presents here. Okay. So, we have a shitload of energy, which is lovely. We're definitely going to manifest. We're definitely going to do something else. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could literally play any of this. Call of the Tonways is nice. I guess at this point, there's no reason not to defend. Because we've got the reclaim. We can defend. We can manifest. That's getting us all sorts of cool stuff here. Either of these is good. I think sudden ambush is better because I can kill this guy. So let's do that. Yeah. This is very, very good. Whew. Sorry, I shouldn't seem so surprised by this, but after last game, I was not expecting as little resistance as they are putting up. Okay, so, oh, we don't technically need to defend because we could lead the Furious Assault. And okay, but it's more efficient to lead the Furious Assault here and defend here. This place is still gonna blight, but then but I can't manifest there if I gather. Okay. So lead is gonna wait. We're going to warning here. And we're going to finish using powers. Okay. They're building a town, I think. This is a fine place for a town. Yep, they have reached that mountain. It's fine. I'm gonna reclaim, maybe I'll end up ambushing them. We'll see. Either way. So, gather the warriors, I can get... How much damage do I need here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 3 guys and 3 presents will get it done. So I want to gather 4, push 1 out here, and then I can assault here. This is lovely. Okay. Does that win the game? No, not quite, I don't think. Oh, but I can... I mean, if I'm just destroying a town, it may as well be this one. So let's assault here. Let's gather. I still think just taking... Well, take 4. And then I can push 1 back over here. And may as well bring that with it. And then manifest here. And things are awesome. How is the fear deck looking? Okay. So, all I have to do is either generate 4 fear or kill off this last thing. I think I can do that during the fast phase. Let's find out. Okay, let's see if we can do it with the cards we have, because we're really close. All we really need is a selection of... Okay, we're going to have 3 power to work with. And we need... So that gets 1... Yeah, I think we can get there. So we'll take some powers just because we're required to for the game. Won't really think about it that hard. We can take this all back if I find out that I have miscalculated, but I am fairly certain I have not. Alright, so what we're doing here is we are playing this, so we need the fire, and then literally any card with sun on it. I guess Reaching Grasp is kind of cute. Whatever. At that point, we've got Lead the Furious Assault, and it's fast, so we can just kill this. So finish playing cards. Let's think about this. Call to Tend is slow, so if we were going to remove this last blight, it would be during the slow phase. We could ambush one of these. Maybe isolate the other? So maybe... Okay, but Call to Tend doesn't have the symbols I need. Yeah, I think we're just gonna win. I don't think that there's any reason to try to improve our score any here. So, boop. Game over. Alright, well, that was definitely the victory I needed to make up for last week's potential defeat. Let's see the details on that. 37, much, much better than last time. I also noticed there's this cool statistics thing here. The headings are a little bit catawampus, but that's fine, because that's supposed to be that column. This is supposed to be this column. Yeah. But yeah, like, named all these elements, generated 21 fear, invaders took 29 damage, 20 of them were destroyed, removed a blight, the land took some damage, the Han took a very small amount of damage, and one blight was added. It's pretty cool. I liked it. Alright. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed me stomping the computer as much as I did. And, you know, we'll keep scaling this up. Later.